Hello YouTube fans, this is TheSkullKlown here to review the Final Fantasy Legends. Well, without further ado, let's get started with this awesome freaking game.
Hello YouTube fans, this is TheSkullKlown.
Alright, this is the Final Fantasy Legend. This is actually one of my favorite games to play. And the story is basically that you live in this tower, and a lot of people don't know what's in the rest of the tower. Like, there's a door, and no one never goes in it. You know, no one has never went to paradise, technically. You know, so what happens is that you pick a character, you choose a few party members, and you go on basically through the world. You're trying to figure out what's all the way to the top of the castle, to be honest, because in the game you're already inside the castle. You don't go in, basically you're already in it, so which is pretty nice. I can actually imagine what's outside of the castle. But yeah, and this is the story, as you can see here. So, and from right away you can choose what party that you want. You got, like, technically you got a few party members. These right here are monsters that you can recruit, and these two are mutants, as you can see here, and you got humans, a male and a female, and a male and female of a mutant. So, for monsters, you can get a monster, and some monsters will drop meat, and some of them are good, some of them are bad. And if I recommend, just trying them out, the meat, see if you like it or not, see what the abilities that the monster has and gives you. And this was way before Pokemon. This was basically like, catch them all before even Pokemon happened. So I'm going to grab a zombie, just so you know. And obviously I'm going to name it after me. Why not? So there's one right there. And this is how you start off. You start off here, little intro, talk to people. Yep, you just go to the guide or grid. Well, I'm just going to say guide or something. So anyways, you talk, and instead of, I think this is the end. Yeah, right here you get to recruit. There we go. Yep. Is it here, or is it the other place? Because I feel like you can. No. Never mind. Never mind. So this should be recruiting. Yep. Okay. Yeah. So you can recruit any party member that you want to. You can recruit a dragon, which is pretty cool, another monster. You can really pick whoever you want. So right here, I'm gonna pick a that's the thing with humans. They fight regularly, like a normal standard RPG and everything like that, which is pretty cool. But it take a while to level up and everything like that. So yeah. But with the mutants, to be honest, all you have to do is just fight with the mutants, and they level up. Like, you don't really have to worry about them all that much because they are really strong. And they're basically, if you all gonna do a playthrough of this game, I highly recommend getting a mutant first, a male or female. So I'm actually going to choose a female here, because I just want to show it off. This is not really a playthrough of it, anyways. It's just a review. But I just want to show you of something because, I guess I can't put the rest of the name there. Oh well, only 4-letter names? Fine. So anyways, so you got two party members here. Hey, you can even make it a challenge and just not even recruit party members. You can just do it by yourself, which is pretty badass if you actually, if you ask me. But I'm going to get a human because why not? And I'm going to name this guy Sid because why not have a Sid in your party? I mean, it's called Final Fantasy. So if you don't have a Sid in your party, you're high. No. But let's choose one more. Should we go for another monster? I mean, I don't really want to worry about it all that much, especially if I have a mutant. You know what? Let's go for another mutant, a male mutant. Why not? And this one we call James. So if we could, or just James, if we, yeah. Jane. So yeah, that's your party members right there. You recruit them, and you could equip them with some stuff. But that's the thing, that this is like one of the best parts about this game. The monsters do not equip nothing, nothing whatsoever. They come with their own unique skills, you know. And right here, as you can see, that SkullKlown, me, I can get affected by fire, but but if someone uses parry on me, nothing's really gonna happen to me. So, and my weapons are nails. Yeah, figure that out. Eventually you do get better stuff when you eat monsters. And as for here, eventually you get better stuff with your mutant, so you have to keep checking constantly. So yeah. So the only one that's really is gonna take a while to level up is the human, because as in stores, um in stores you actually have to buy health packets and everything like that for your human. But for your mutant, they just level up regularly, like I said with an RPG. I probably meant to say mutant, but I probably said human by mistake. Sorry, I meant to say mutant. They level up regularly like in regular RPG, which is awesome. As for a human, you have to go to you have to go to not an inn, a item shop to even put some stuff on your guy. So, is it here? I think this is the item shop. Yeah, you see, you strong right there. You just buy it, agility, HP, and you give it to the person, to your human, and that's how they level up and grind and all that, which is pretty dope when you think about it. Um, so that's really it. So let's show off a battle, to be honest. So let's go around here. And no, that's not the castle that is the castle for the whole game. That's just one part of the castle of inside of castle. Yeah, a castle inside a castle. But let's all we can do is fight. So let's fight and see. Yep, basically standard RPG style. You know, why not? I like it. This is one of my favorite games of really on the Game Boy, and you could do so many stuff in this game of just really just with the monster system is just really great. The monster system really makes this game. And another thing that really makes this game is technically the characters, because the characters that you have literally do become a part of you. You know, kind of like in Dragon Quest 3, when you can pick your own party members and they become, you know, something like you and a part of you. And that's why you kind of get a little bit obsessive of like, oh my god, I need to play this game or something like that, or like just constantly play it because it's so much fun and you'll get attached to the characters that you made, even though they might be a blank slate. That does not mean they're dumb or something like that. You know, somehow they still have character to it. You know, that's pretty cool. And I think I think one of, yep, Tanya got defeated. Yeah, that's gonna happen. So when a character gets defeated, they lose a health point, and when they lose a health point, all three of them, they're dead. Yes, there's permadeath in this game, guys. The thing is, there might be permadeath from a character, but that doesn't stop you from making the character again. So yeah, there's that, which is pretty cool when you think about it. It's like, oh my god, my character died. All you have to do is go back to the first world and just get it, you know. So that's pretty dope. You could buy hearts, but they're expensive as all hell. Good lord, they really are. You need to grind your ass off just to even get one health point, one health packet. It's freaking ridiculous, to be honest. But this game does pay homage to Final Fantasy One. It has the four fiends, which they all kind of different. They all kind of different elements. You got your earth, wind, fire, and air, which is pretty dope. And you also have your technology ward, which is pretty awesome. You even get to ride a motorcycle in this game. Yes, you do. It's freaking epic. It's awesome. You get to ride a motorcycle in a freaking house, in a building, in a cave, in a subway. Yes, that is awesome. Okay, and we defeated the lizard. All right, and as you can, let me go here. Yeah, as you can see here, my mutant died. So I am, and let me show you the hearts. As you can see, there's the hearts, and I forgot how to bring them back. To be honest, I can't remember how to bring them back. But this is right here, one of the areas that you go at the end of the game, but you can't go because it's blocked by magic. So you need to get some magic orbs like in Final Fantasy 1, and, well, get them. And there is a revive right here. I just remembered. This guy, I think, revives your party members, I think. If you lose your heart, you can't. Yep, you can't bring them back to life. Yep, that's basically it. It's probably up here. Because I know there's. Yep, there he is. Yeah, there's usually ones in every ward. Well, in every area of it. What? I don't have enough gil. 100 gil to bring back my party members? Are you high? How dumb are you? Son of a bitch. There is a moment in the game when one of the main characters, not the main character that you go along your journey, he eventually kills himself. I'm just like, what the fuck just happened here? Now, you meet this character and she's pretty cool, and you have to help her or something like that. I can't really remember because I haven't played the game in a while. But you do have to help her, and you see her brother. And at first you and the brother were you and her brother were about to fight, and then eventually it's like, oh wait, that's my brother, and it's like, oh, this is the guy that we were looking for. Ha ha ha. There's a lot of moments like that in that game. And plus in this game also, the heroes are not really heroes. There's stuff that happens in this game that is brutal. And I'm talking about kids die in this game. I am not playing around. Kids die in this game. You see sprites dead everywhere, and you're like trying to talk to them, and it says dead body, you know, or just dead, and you're like, Jesus. And then fucking random, I just talked to one sprite that was dead because, you know, some of them are dead, you know, a war broke out because one of the four fiends just destroyed everything, you know. And that four fiend that you can't kill, but you can basically, if you, there's a part in almost in the last ward, I think the second last ward, well, the third last ward, technically, because there's the final one, then that one, and then this one. This one with the Phoenix, you get to go after him over the ward, in the ward map. Oh, that's pretty cool. But you could kill him, but he's still pretty tough to kill, and he will always constantly come back. You need like an orb to like use him and then fight him at the end of an area. That's the whole point of you trying to find it. So when he does try to beat you, you're like, fuck, I can't beat him, you know? I like that. It's pretty cool. But you can still beat him anyways. So, there's that. Excuse me. But, this game is brutal. But, it does. It's constantly brutal because the game actually recommends you restarting countless times if you didn't get the right meat or the right monster that you want. The game encourages you to restart the game countless times for that. And to be honest, is it frustrating at some points? Fucking yes, it is. And the freaking a lot of people might say that, oh my god, the random battles is too much. To be honest, it's not really too much until you restart and try to do it again. When you try to level grind, it doesn't do that. When you don't want to level grind, it starts doing that crap. And I'm like, what the fuck? It happens to almost every RPG, not a lot of RPGs, but some do. When they do, it's like the game knows that, hey, you restarted it, or you're just walking around just trying to level grind. Somehow, some games know that you're trying to level grind, and games are just like, nope, you're not. I don't know, maybe it's some energy that you're putting on the freaking controller, you know, or something on the system while you're playing. I don't know what's going on there. But, hey, it could happen, you know, frequencies and all that, so. And, so, let me go back to one of the sprites. when you about to, like, when you check all the dead bodies, there's one that says, child dead. And I'm like, Jesus Christ! It's like, holy crap, this game is very, very violent for a Game Boy game. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again, the original Game Boy games are the most violent video games you will ever freaking play. I am dead serious about that, okay? Play any game on the original Game Boy, and you will be like, oh my god, these people died. Like you don't show them dying, or sometimes you do, but other times there's just a body there, dead, and you're like, oh god! A child died! My god, this was before Final Fantasy freaking 6, before Kefka started killing little kids with poison. Okay? This was before all of that. Jesus. And this was before Pokemon, with the whole, like, hey, you know all those Pokemon that you're getting? Yeah, those used to be Pokemon trainers. They died, and they turned into Pokemon. Good lord. Yeah. Yeah. So there's that. And one of the main characters that you become friends with, he kills himself just to give you an orb. And I'm like, you dumb motherfucker! You didn't have to kill yourself! And it comes out of nowhere, and I started dying of laughter because of that. And I'm just like, I'm sorry. I mean, maybe that's funny. There's a moment in the game that some character dies, and they play the sad music, and you're supposed to feel emotion to it, but you're like, I probably would have felt more emotion if the guy that committed suicide did it for me to get the orb. Yes, that was stupid and crazy, and I'm like, what are you doing? But if you put that sad song there, I would have been like, you know what? I would have been a little bit choked up a bit, you know, because we saw her sister, we hanged out with her for a bit, then we had to find her brother, and we fought the stranger, but then it eventually turned out to be her brother, and then he died for us. Yeah, I would have. If they did put that sad music there, I would have choked up for him. But they put a sad music for a character that we never even met. And I'm like, who the fuck are you? Who are you? It didn't do nothing for me, which is sad. Maybe in the Japanese version, that character plays a huge role on it. I don't know. But in the English version, what the fuck? Like, you have a character die and you play this sad, depressing music, and I'm just like, who is this character and why are you playing this music? If you did it to the other character that we knew for a bit and died for us just to get the fucking orb, then yeah, I would have felt more emotion than just a person that we just fucking met and just like, take this, died. And it's like, where did this song come from? I'm sorry, it's a big fucking deal because it's part of the game and it's one of the flaws. There are flaws with the game. Just like, again, the restart and resetting shit. It's bullcrap. To me, that's stupid. There is a remake of this game, but it never came out in Japan. There is an emulator for it, but I don't want to play it on an emulator because I want to play it for real, you know? I wish this game was remade for the Game Boy Advance. I don't know why Square Enix did not decide to do that. I don't know why they didn't think of that. Because why wouldn't they? They remade other Final Fantasy games. Why not take the Saga franchise and put it on the Game Boy? Give it a new breathing room. You know, call it Saga. Don't call it the Final Fantasy Legends. Just call it Saga. It might not sell well as the Final Fantasy Legends, but fuck it. You know. And yes, this game was originally called Saga. This is the Saga games. You know, this is the first ever Saga games that ever started, and I'm a big fan of the Saga games. I played a little bit of Saga Frontier. It's hard, but it is fucking fun as hell, to be honest, and this first Saga game is really fun too. I highly recommend playing this game. I mean, it's before Pokemon, of course. So, before I show the last clip, basically, I just want to say one thing. Eventually you meet this character along the way, and he's wearing a top hat, and you found out that he's God. And you're like, what? And yes, there is a little comedic person that says, hey, there's a little Amish dude in Final Fantasy Legends, and he's the creator, he's God or something. That makes no sense. It actually does make sense. And the people that don't think it makes sense, I'm sorry. Did you even play the game? Seriously. To me, it makes total sense if that character is the creator. You see him through the whole fucking game, and you're like, who are you? You know? Even in the beginning of the game, before you... Like, you don't have to get your characters to meet this guy. He's in the same area that you started in the game. You know? And to be honest, that to me is a good villain. When a villain is there all the time, and is just watching the background and just waiting for the right moment to be like, hey, I'm this person. And to be honest, when you do face God, he's kind of a dick, you know? And in a way, you're kind of a dick too, because you kill people along the way. I'm sorry, the main characters that you pick are not good characters. I'm not saying they're
good, like, I'm not saying they're not angels, you know, because the character you have, they kill people, and when they do kill people, they don't give a fuck. They're like, good, I'm glad he died, and I'm just like, oh my god, because you don't see that in any RPG. You don't, and the fact that this game does it, to me, it breaks the barriers. It broke the barriers even before the barriers were up. You know, this game does stuff that other RPGs that I want them to do, but they don't do it. Especially nowadays. That's why I go back to old video games, old RPG games that give me the satisfaction of what new RPGs can't give me. That's why I love Dragon Warrior 3 so much, because it's awesome. Okay, I wish I played that as a fucking kid, especially Final Fantasy Legends. And if I did, well, I wish I did. The fact that I didn't tells me that I should have been playing. I should be paying more attention to the Game Boy, and the Game Boy is one of my best systems of all time. So let's just face the final boss. Let's face God. Some people might be offended by that, but to be honest, we're all God. You might be offended of that too, huh? I just need to say one thing. Can you have sex and have kids? Then you're God. That's what the universe wants. And the government doesn't want you to know that. There you go. So, let's face God.
Alright, this is the final area. This is where the creator is. And you know what? For this last place, it doesn't look too half bad. I mean, you have this whole freaking room here. And you think there'd be random enemies here, but they're not. Thank God. To be honest, I like when the final area doesn't have random enemies. Not like in Final Fantasy 2! Just saying. And right here, there's a health packet. You can actually heal all the way up here, which is pretty nice. I like that. So this is, my party here. This is what I have. This is what I beat the game with. So, let me just, can I, let me see. No. That's not what I wanted to do. I want to show this. There we go. So, yes, SkullKlown, me, I'm, Bone King, which is pretty dope. Kaizu is, Mason. Hope I said that right. And we got a mutant Sid and a human Tani. So there you go. And if you want to know what they do, let's show off their abilities. So SkullKlown has a sword, electric sword, fire, ice, stop, and he's immune to getting hit by a weapon, the charge spell, but he can get hit by fire, and he's kind of weak to fire. So there you go. For Tani, she has the Masamune sword. Oh yeah, Sephiroth. The ninja, glove, flame, and the Excalibur sword, the Sun sword, the dragon helmet, shoes, just regular shoes, and Arthur's gear, Arthur's torso technically. And for Sid, we got strength, which, well, I don't have it anymore. There's another one there, and you can see here, when you see the minus on a character, it means that they have unlimited of it basically. So that's pretty cool. You will not find some of these like that except for like armor and some other stuff like abilities. You won't find it like for a barrier or a defend sword, which is kind of sad, or even a saw. The saw is the most powerful weapon in the game. It can kill the final boss with one hit. I am not kidding you, people. It is the ultimate weapon of this game, and you can get it in a dungeon. I am dead serious. While you're playing through the game, can you throw it? You can also get it in the end, but it costs a lot of money. So I recommend holding it. I mean, you don't have to have it. You can just throw it away and sell it and play the game normally. But I wanna keep that. So you got a sword, you got a blast, flame, beam, quake, warning, and he's immune to damage and charge. So that's really good for Kaizu. And I love the way the sprite looks like for Kaizu. I love these sprites. Yes, sometimes they use the same sprites, but hey, they look good. They do their job. As long, in my opinion, as long as they have their names, like King Bone and Mason, all that, So, anyways, let's fight the final boss here. You know, Yeah, let's do it. What the fuck? Why is there a chair here? Of all things. Well, apparently, in heaven you need some seats. Oh wait, here we go. Another chair. That was God. Alright, let's go. Yeah, congratulations. You've been waiting for us. Of course you have. Finish the game? Yeah. Oh, that's nice. It's a game that he created. It's the Matrix, people. Now remember, this game is very enlightened. It really is, if you really think about it. Really, I mean, most people are like, yo, just think about it too deeply. But no, I mean, come on. God made a game. What's a game? A Matrix. Come on, people. Think about it. It's not really that hard. That's what the Matrix is. The Matrix is a game. And if you know that, then you get out of the Matrix. Damn, man. He is just nowhere of... Right. We think you were a piece of your design? Fair the test. Reward us? Right, we didn't do it for a reward. Right, you used us. This is intense. I remember when I first got this. I was like, geez. He's serious. Football's time against God himself. Alright. So, God is immune to magic. Yeah. So that all I have to say is yeah, never use magic against him. The beam, you can use it. Masamune, I mean you don't have to. You can use the sun. Sun is better. Use barrier. You don't have to, but hey, I can use a chainsaw, but I'm gonna do that right now. I just want to show a little bit of the fight off. And I love this soundtrack to this boss fight. I mean, listen to it. It is a really, really epic theme. I recommend the soundtrack, to be honest. This soundtrack to this game is really, really, really good. So I wonder what this game would look like if you played it on the Game Boy Advance SP. So who knows? I am going to get this game on eBay. So I like to play games on my phone first before I even buy them. Because if I don't like it, or I think it's fine or passable, I probably won't get it. But if I really, really like it, I'll definitely get it. So that's how I am. So all right, I'm gonna end this review real quick because I want to show the saw, and that's the first thing that happens. Once you pick the saw, people, it's the first thing that it happens. Sid attacks Creator by saw, and Creator went to pieces. Look at that! Are you kidding me? The most powerful being in the world has died from a saw. Yeah, what do we do now? It's over. And look, there's that door that we were mentioning. Are they gonna go through it? I mean, they should. I mean, we worked hard as hell just to go through it. I mean, yeah, we defeated all the evil. Let's go home. Where? To our world. Yep. Fuck going to that door. We're staying here. Yeah. That's the game. Are they dumb? No, no, seriously. That's one of the bosses before you fight God, which is cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have you guys see some of the bosses here, which is pretty dope. I actually like that they show, the things that happen to you along your journey. That's pretty cool. And that's the boss, the Phoenix that I was talking about, that you have to use an orb to defeat him. And there's that girl that her brother died and everything like that. It's kind of sad. Um, we'll go to the grave quickly after he dies, which is pretty ironic. yeah, the cutscenes when they move pretty fast, they move pretty fast. This is why this game, the reason it got remade is because, well, I mean, it got remade for many reasons, but I just wish it did came out on the Game Boy Advance. But if it did and I never knew about it, I'm going to be upset. But who knows? Maybe someone ported it on the Game Boy or something like that. So this is one of my favorite games, guys, and I highly recommend it. This game was Pokemon before Pokemon. I was obsessed of playing this game. I was obsessed of finding every nook and cranny of trying to make a freaking monster. It was so fun just to collect meat, just to see what abilities you can get and what monster you will get. Sometimes it was not as good, but you know what you do? You save it before you do anything else, because if you love that monster so much, you save it, then you grind for a bit to get meat. If you don't like that monster or their abilities, just reset it and do the thing all over again. Yes, I know it's tedious and all that, and it's kind of bullshit, but hey, that's the way the game is. And in a way, it walks. It really does. But if you die a lot, that's the reason about this game. If you die a lot and you don't want your characters to die, you will have to reset more than you have to than with the meat. Yeah, that happened to me, and that is the most frustrating thing ever. And I am dead serious about that. So that's really it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this review and this gameplay. I love this game, and I highly recommend you guys playing it. If you ever played any of the Saga games, I highly recommend it. Maybe probably not Romancing Saga, but you know that's really it. So this is the TheSkullKlown signing off. I hope you guys enjoy this review and have a good day.
This is the TheSkullKlown signing off. Have a nice day.